This is Renewing the Man. Clarity under pressure. The weekly call to bring clarity to your situation.
Did some pretty deep emotional work with Wally last night.
Nice.
It was great, much needed. I felt like detached from my emotions for a while, just because I've done so much emotional work, and so I knew that there was something there, but I just wasn't sure, couldn't get to it, and Wally had me try and do this like figure eight kind of configuration thing,
Toroidal, yeah.
the toroidal heart reconnection, and wasn't really working. I would feel eventually, like a couple of times as I was going through the process of making a figure eight with my body, that something was in my heart. And then I stopped, and then I felt like a really sharp pain in my heart. And like, okay, cool. And then it just shut off. And while I was like, oh, like it shut down. I'm like, yeah, but it's not my stupid bullet shutting everything down. I know Steve was my guy who likes to shut all my feelings off. It's not him. He's like, well, ask him. I'm like, and Steve's like, no, I want you to feel this. I'm like, yeah, see, there you go. Steve wants me to feel this. So we were able to finally get to it, and then I dropped in and was able to reconnect and let out a lot of stuff. It was really good.
Where did it take you?
Just back to a time when little Nick was hurt and scared and not feeling loved and not feeling worthy of being loved and feeling that he wasn't good enough. So he hugged me tight and just let out a lot of stuff. I just told him that I loved him, that he's done enough, that I've got this, and he's safe now. So that broke much more stuff. Yesterday morning, one of my friends was doing a live talking about how in the pace of friendship that he's at, bringing these new revelations of things, he's not sure if this word that he's bringing is going to be the last time he has someone there for him or not, because he's scaring a lot of people off. It's a new revelation of things. And I reached out to him and said, hey man, like, them leaving says more about them than it does about you. You're one of the most amazing people that I know, so full of love and compassion and grace. Like, it's people don't want to be around that. They have to get their head in shape. You are loved, and that's something that I needed to hear myself. And I recognized that in that moment, and it was powerful. And I was able to go even deeper. So,
Oh, yeah, it was really deep.
yeah, it's really good.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, way to go. That
Yeah.
it takes feels good to take the time and find it. You know.
Yeah.
It's just
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, just finding the time making the time to just go into those places and like. I even had it. This is a funny one, but it's simple. This morning I was like praying as I walk in the office, and I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to Jesus, and then I said, yeah, and in Jesus' name, and I was like, wait a minute. I said to him, do you ever feel like it's kind of funny? Like, I don't mean to be rude, but I say in Jesus' name while I'm talking to you, like as though it's a concept as opposed to in your name. You know, like I'm like, that must feel that must suck a little here and that, but hey, I'm just a little kid to you, so
Right.
you know,
right.
it's but I'm really thinking about that. it's taking the time with the relationship with him and relationship with ourselves. Nick, you said Steve. Is that and you named
Named
what's that?
my insecurity around me being stupid started when I was 7, when a guy named Steve questioned my identity so deeply that it made me need to create an alter person that was smarter than everybody.
Hmm.
And I named him Steve in loving memory of the guy who did that. And I have done a lot of work around Steve, and he's the one who, the original guy I've forgiven and dealt with all that stuff, but the effects that lingered after that are, I became one of the smartest people that I know because I needed to have all the answers so that I wouldn't look stupid.
Yeah.
I would gather and collect knowledge and hoard knowledge so that I would be right all the time. And I needed to be right. And that was one of the things that was a real strain on my relationship with my wife, was needing to be right. And so I've dealt with all that. And this is the first time that Steve wasn't interfering with stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Nice,
Like,
man.
this,
Wow.
this doesn't feel like Steve. This feels like something else. Like their walls are going up like quick, but it's not Steve. It's not logic. It's not logic that's doing this. And because I know the difference, like, I'm really well aware of how Steve operates and how he functions. So it was a different version of little Nick that was hurt and needed to protect himself. That kept putting these walls up and detaching my feelings from. They were in my body while I was feeling it in my body, but I couldn't feel it in my soul. Like the emotions were disconnected from the trauma in my body, and so I needed to link those together again so that I could release it and let it go.
Have y'all had success doing that alone? I mean, I know, like, I've heard Wally say before, he's, had great emotional work by himself. And the reason I asked Nick is I had a very similar experience to what you just described this morning. Like, I got because I've got mediation coming up this week. My wife announced, she's moving out. I've got the emotions around the kids and all that kind of stuff, and I feel it. And so I was like, all right, it's in there. I got to get it out. And so I had my alone time this morning, and it was right there. I could feel it, and it did the same thing. I'm doing the figure eights, and like the tears are right there. It's like right here, but I couldn't get it to just wham and come on out. But to your point, I don't know what to connect it to. Like, I'm like, are you grieving the relationship? Are you not over, is it the thought of her being with someone else? Is it, and I had a tough time pinning it, is the bottom line. And I'm just having a hard time pinning what the emotional connection is of, like I said, is it grieving the relationship? Is it just anxiety over something's coming up, and, I'm just anticipating it. So I'd be curious for you guys that are much farther along on this journey, like,
Yeah,
how do you get?
I've done lots of emotional work on my own to release a lot of stuff, and you don't need to know what the feeling is. You just have to feel it, right? Like, I didn't know where that was going to lead, right? I couldn't connect it to anything initially, and I just knew that there was something there, and I needed to feel it and express it. But I was having a hard time. Like, it would be like 3 whimpers, and it would stop. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
well, what do you mean? That's all I got. Well, he's like, what was that feeling? I'm like, there was no feeling. It was just a release, and it was nothing. And so he's like,
yeah.
okay. So like, try again, like try and reconnect, and then a little bit more came out. Okay, like, this shouldn't be this hard. Like, I've done this a million times, like all the time by myself, and I finally was able to just deep breathe, release breath out until I was able to connect the two together, and then the tears just started to come. Because the hurt was there. right? Like if you can,
Mhm.
that's what you're trying to get to. A lot of times there's that protective guardian that you have to get by, either through physical exhaustion or whatever that you need to do to actually bring down your defenses. Um, but I've done so much work that I have that emotional muscle built so well that I can just drop into whatever the hurt is there once I start feeling it.
Got
And
it.
like I'll be out doing stuff and I'll have something come up from something that somebody said or from a song that I'm hearing. And then when I get home, I'll drop back into that and deal with it right away so that I'm not carrying it any longer. Or I'll be listening to a sermon, and they'll say something and that connects and resonates with something that I've got going on. And then I just let it out while I'm at home immediately. Right. So I don't ever try and hold on to this stuff. I know that it's better out than in, and I need to let this stuff go. And it's just a matter of being in a safe place to do that
Yeah.
and dropping that feeling. So, um, yeah, I was having like tightness across my chest. It felt like my shirt was just kind of heavy. I was kind of leaning back like this. I could feel the weight of my shirt on my chest. And it wasn't a lot, but it was there. Right.
Mhm.
And then as I started to do the toroidal, I had a sharp pain like right here in my heart for like a split second. And then it went away. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Because normally that lasts a little bit longer. And then I was able to eventually connect after I did some more breathing. Um, and I also said I give myself permission to feel what I need to feel because that's powerful. Like giving yourself permission to feel the emotions that you need to deal with. Because then you're telling your body and the atmosphere that this is okay for me to be in this place doing this type of work. That's one of the first things I usually get guys to do when I'm doing emotional work with them is to say that type of declaration along with some other stuff, um, so that they can unlock the stuff that's inside of them that's preventing them from feeling what they need to feel.
Makes sense.
Our words are powerful and effective. So if we're speaking life and our intention, our will over situations, um, then things are going to shift and change and align themselves with what we're saying. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, right? When you're speaking death over situations, don't be surprised when things start to shift and change that direction, including over yourself when you are speaking negatively of yourself.
Mhm.
All self-talk and self-deprecation. Your body hears it, doesn't know that it's shouldn't be aligning, and will start to come into agreement with what you've declared. So only try and speak life over yourself.
Got it. Yeah, what I've had trouble aligning, kinda like what you were just talking about is, and I think I shared it on here several weeks ago where I felt very much that God told me, showing me Mark 10, talking about, marriage, how it's not supposed to be taken apart. But since then, I've been prayerful and everything like that. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. The mediation is coming whether I want it or not. My wife making saying she's, got another house, she's moving next weekend. I can't stop that. And so a part of me is like, I feel like I'm supposed to keep fighting, but at the same time, I know I have to fight another battle, which is, my terms, which is, you know, my kids' stability and safety, financial stability and safety. Um, and so there's kind of a dichotomy there, there's what I feel like I was told by God, and then there's what's really happening in life. And both require a fight, but they're kind of counterintuitive to one another. So
So,
anyhow,
what I hear that it's like what's that movie Crazy Stupid Love
yep, yep,
when he basically like disconnects, moves on really quickly, starts dressing nice, starts like rimming himself, like starts dating, right? And then all he gets all this confidence back, right? And then all of a sudden his ex-wife is like, "What the fuck is going on here? Who is he? Where did this come from?" You know, and he's tapping his kid's teacher. You know, it's like, and his wife's like, "You slept with this," you know. So it's like when you lead from a place of confidence and truth and self resilience and self like understanding and truth, those things she'll start to see. And if she's going to move towards you, she'll move towards you because of that, right?
Yeah.
So you know, it's like that's why we have to clear the resentment. We got to clear the anger, the hurts, the wounds, and everything, and start operating from a place of self love. Like what Nick discovered last night, you know, that place of loving thyself, know thyself. And when you, and then also something I've noticed, and I tried it out, is to change how I think or talk about my ex-wife. And because of that, I've seen a massive difference in how she treats me. So I'm not, you know, I'm not talking about her in a negative anymore. I'm going to say, okay, she has work to do and she'll figure it out when that time is right. I'm no longer going to, and this is something that came up through Neville Garden manifestation. And, you know, because I saw this thing and it stuck out to me about, you know, your words are like script, you know, like scripture. Every word you speak, right, puts it into your nervous system, puts it into your thought pattern, puts it into you know the neural elasticity. So the idea here is work on you, become the best version of you, and if she's meant to come back, she'll come back because the new you is so incredible that she won't be able to resist it.
Well, and but for me, it's a part of it too. Is I know I need to protect myself as well. You know,
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Because so
yeah,
if she shows up tomorrow, I got to realize, hey man, this is a breadcrumb. This is a game. You know, you got to see what this really is, and
yeah,
not kind of like early on. You know, when we started talking, Wally, it
yeah.
would be like, well, when she came back for like one day, it was
Hmm.
like, we're everything's fine. And the reality is no, she's here today for the kids. She's not here for you. And
Mm,
so it'll be, to your point, is getting that confidence and getting that ability of complete letting go,
mm.
and just letting her go and
Yeah,
letting it happen. And again, if she does come back, it's like, hey, we've done this twice. You know, there can't be a third time. You know,
yeah,
I'm not going to let myself go through this emotional hurt with you again. I
yeah.
can't let our kids go through this emotional hurt again. You know,
Mm,
we're not going to go spend all this money and then you show up, you know, 6 months from now when you've gone through your whatever you've gone through and say, oh, well, let's get back together. I mean, for me, it's like that'd be stupid on so many accounts. And
yeah,
so it's just going through all of it and understanding and calling the truth to it. And like I said, it's a weird place because it's like operate from a place of love, not from a place of angst. But it's just weird because like
yeah,
when I'm in a fight, it's like, all right, here's the lines are drawn. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's square up. And I'm here to win. And that's the whole thing. It's like I'm here to win. I'm here to crush you, and I'm here to win. And that's not a healthy place
yeah,
because if I operate from a place of, well, I'm going to be here to win, well, great. I just scorched earth everybody. I'm still standing, but now I'm here all by myself. You know,
yeah,
kids resent
exactly.
me. You know, you went and buried your mom. You know, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. And so it's making sure I
yeah.
have, you know, put it through the filter of my terms.
Yeah, and
You
there's more
know, and
grieving to do around the relationship, right? There's more
oh
grieving
yeah,
on the old relationship and like really burying it and putting it to rest. You know?
yeah, yeah. And I mean, and it's coming. You know, like I
Yeah,
said, when she moves out next weekend, that's going to be it's going to be a little bit raw. You know, it's
yeah,
walking in. A lot of stuff isn't here anymore. You know, now it's
yeah.
back to where are the kids going to be? You know,
Hmm.
and it's just all of that kind of crap. But
Are you in a
at
place?
least it. turns the page.
Sorry, just a quick question. Are you in a place where you can do some emotional work right now?
Yeah, I can slide inside real quick.
Okay, because I wanna have Nick lead you through it.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna slide inside.
All right.
All right.
Ollie, I love your decor there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's sweet. Garden. That's a nice. I
Balcony.
love nice open spaces with lots of
Yeah.
light. As I'm sitting in my office with a single window. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's on fire today. I know he's gonna. I wanted to put a little boost into this call today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome.
I'm getting there, guys. Bear with me.
No worries. All right. Little freezy.
Freezies are good. You guys
The
have
lock's
freezies
not.
in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, in the winter. Yeah. The lock's not working, so I have to bring it back and switch it out for another one. Great stuff.
No, I meant freeze. You know what a freezy is?
I have like a big
Like
shot.
the frozen juice thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Oh yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
Great sugar, not good for you.
Uh-huh.
Great for
All
as a
right,
kid.
guys. I got one more shift. I got to go to my truck because
All
going
right. No
inside
worries.
of the shed is a no go. So give me half a second.
Yeah. No worries.
It'll be cooler in there anyway. It's freaking
Yeah.
90 degrees down here. It's miserable.
Wow. Wow. That's a big shed.
It's the camera, baby. It adds 10 pounds.
Oh yeah. You could put a little airplane in there.
You probably could.
Yeah. All right. So Nick, I'm gonna go mute.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm almost done this declaration thing. Okay. So take a deep breath. We're going to breathe. We're going to do this 3 times. We're going to breathe in, hold for 5 seconds. Oh, sorry. Breathe in for 5 seconds, hold for 1 second, exhale for 4 seconds. I'll walk you through it. We'll do that 3 times, and then I'll have you say some stuff to just set the atmosphere. Okay? So on the count of 3, we're going to breathe in for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like you to repeat after me. I give myself permission to feel what I need to feel.
I give myself permission to feel what I need to feel.
I'm going to express the feelings I've been holding on to.
I'm going to express the feelings I've been holding on to.
I'm going to open the door that's been closed.
I'm going to open the door that's been closed.
I will see and acknowledge the feelings
I'll see and acknowledge the feelings
that have been trapped.
that have been trapped.
I'm going to let those feelings out.
I'm going to let those feelings out.
I'm going to express them fully.
I'm going to express them fully.
I will shine the light of truth on the lie I've believed.
I will shine the light of truth on the lie I believed.
I will be set free by renewing my mind
I'll be set free by renewing my mind
with the truth instead of lies.
with the truth instead of lies.
I am loved.
I am loved.
Okay. So you were saying you were feeling some tightness in your chest. Okay, let's just take a deep breath in. Just feel that tension right in your chest. Yeah, just let that out, man. There you go. You connected right away. Awesome. Feel it all. Let it all out. Keep going. Don't stop. Go. There it is. That's deep stuff. Let that out. Yeah, keep pulling that up. Deep in your belly. Keep pulling it up. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. You're doing great, man. Keep pulling it up. You're doing great, Andy. Keep going. Keep pulling it up. Keep pulling it up. One more there. Deeper. Keep going. Don't stop. Cough it up. Yeah, cough it up. Keep coughing.
Keep going, Andy. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Come on. Come on. Still more there. Gotta let it out.
I found him. It's as soon as you said I feel loved, it's
Yeah.
little Andy doesn't feel loved.
Yeah.
He feels alone.
You're abandoned. Yeah, let that out. What does little Andy need right now?
He needs me to go pick him up. And show him he's not alone.
Yeah. Go give him a big hug. Scoop him up. Spin him around. Squeeze him tight. Tell him I see you.
I see you.
I've got this.
I got this, man.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You are loved.
You are loved.
Just feel that love flow to you and to him. Fill him up with all the love that you've been missing. Feel he starts to get warmer and hug you tighter. How's he feeling now?
Safe.
Awesome.
Safe.
What else does he need from you right now?
He just needs me to carry him, keep him close.
Sure.
Not on my shoulders. He's on me like a spider monkey. With his head right here.
Yeah.
So he can just hold on tight. He can feel my chest and I can feel his.
Yeah, that heart-to-heart connection.
But that he's safe and he's loved and he's not alone.
Not alone.
And she can't keep hurting you.
Who was hurting him?
It's Christy. She keeps throwing the blows. But he knows that she's a hurt little girl too. He knows it. But he's got to step away. He's got to step away.
Okay. What's the truth about his safety?
And I've got him.
Mhm.
And he is loved.
Yeah.
His love doesn't come from her. His love comes from God. His love comes from the family around me. That's where his love comes from. And deep down, she's a hurt little girl, and she doesn't know what she's doing. And if she does, then that's okay too. But that's safety is here, and love is here.
Is there no love from yourself? Is it only from your family?
The love.
Yeah, you said it was only from your family, not from yourself.
Oh, I love him. No.
Yeah.
I love him. Oh yeah.
That love needs to come from deep down inside of you for him, though, not from externally. He needs that connection with you, that heart-to-heart connection only from you, so that can be his safety from the love that you're giving him. You don't need an external source.
That's right.
So can you tap into that wellspring of love inside of your heart? Just let those waters, that river of living water flow out of your heart and into him. That water wash over both of you. Feel it flow and envelop you both. Washing all that fear away. Now he doesn't have to hold on so tight. Now he has nothing to be afraid of. Now he could be a backpack instead of a front pack.
Mm-hmm. No, he's down and running now.
Awesome.
Whew.
Is there anything else that he
Told
needs?
you. Told you it was right there, Nick.
I picked up on it. That's why I wanted Nick to. That's why I felt it. I was like, "Oh, Nick was just fresh out of this. So let's have Nick put you through it." Exactly what you needed, man.
That's what it was, is the disconnect of love. Like of the source of it, the source being me and God. I've really felt I've got to get in a place, like when I'm in my depths, I'm good at connecting with God. But when I start getting to the place of being like, okay, now I've got it. And that dependence shrinks. And then when I'm on the mountaintop, even though I'm like, I want to celebrate with him, I never, or a lot of times I don't feel that closeness, but it's mainly that place in the middle that I just, and it gets to alone, lack of love. But that's exactly, because as soon as you said, I love you, and I was like, oh no, pow. I was like, that's where it is. That's where it is. It's not the grief of the relationship. It's not the anger with her. And because like I tried envisioning, like her being with other guys and all that kind of stuff, and that didn't take me there. It didn't put me there. But it was the little boy feeling alone and unloved and just loneliness. And that yeah.
I was just with,
Thank you. Woo.
yeah.
That's right. Bringing that West Coast for you guys over there, man.
Yeah, last night I was feeling lots of loneliness and feeling that I had to do it alone. Like I had to be the lone wolf. I had to be the provider, and no one else could do it but me. And so I was able to get past all that and just connect again and love myself.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
That's good.
Because Andy, when you were speaking, I heard the detachment from it, right? It's just the bravado of I'm a man, it's war, and there's this internal fight. It's like, do I arm myself to the teeth and go to war and battle, or this is the mother of my children, and there's that conflict, right? There's that internal ego that is saying, trying to trick you into going full force, and being evil, right?
Yeah.
And I could hear it in your voice, and that's why I prompted this to happen, because I could feel that angst in you, and it was perfect for Nick to bring you through that, because he went through that last night, and that's why it was so fresh for Nick that I'm like, he knows this so well, because it's less than 24 hours. It's 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago, where we did this, and the same thing happened to him, where he was detached from that self-love.
Yeah. It's just nice to feel to get it out.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
It's been in there for
Great
2
work.
days, 3 days, man. I mean, it's just like 3 a.m. bang. And it's not like a deep, deep anxiety, but I'm like, I know it's in there. It's in there. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, great job.
Welcome, brother. Awesome. That
Thank
was
you.
Big
beautiful.
love.
Do you need to jump?
Yeah, I've got to drop off, guys. I have an appointment with my son, but I hate to be abrupt like this.
Yeah, no worries. That was beautiful,
I-
man. You got what you needed, and that's okay.
Thank you.
We
Thank you,
know.
guys.
Yeah. All
Thank you.
right.
Love y'all. Be
All
good.
right. Let's hear that
Have a
celebration,
great
brother.
Saturday.
Woo!
Here we
Woo!
go. Let's go. All right,
Awesome, my
guys.
man. All
Appreciate
right.
it. Thank you.
You're welcome,
All right.
brother.
Bye.
Good job.
Good day, Andy.
Yep. Thanks. See you.
Bye bye. Wow, that was fucking awesome, Nick.
And quick.
And quick. You see what I'm saying? That like that's what I was saying. Like that was what, 10 minutes? 12?
Yeah. 10, 12 minutes, yeah. I was looking at the time when you're like, oh, do you have time to do emotional work? I'm like, he has to go at 7:40.
I'm like, no. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna get in there real quick because I knew you were gonna get in there quick.
Yeah.
Because of what you did last night. So I knew it was gonna be an automatic connection and deep ride, real quick, boom, in and out, and that was beautiful. Well done, man. You know, that's just like we don't need to have a full hour sometimes.
Yeah, he said he wasn't able to connect, and then within the end of the declarations, he connected immediately. Right?
Yeah, that was amazing. Holy crap! But that's what I was talking about. Like when we start doing bigger groups, you know, we can. I think we'll have different times. We'll set aside like half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever. But as the group grows, if we can do 10, 15, 20-minute pulls like that, awesome.
Easy.
Yeah, I saw
Nathan.
that was really cool. I saw as he was going through it, and just spiritually, I saw like something that happens to me. Like I get when I feel the Holy Spirit, like and random points of the day too. When people pray for me, a worship song comes into my spirit and experience around me, and I can hear it like there's a song that's common right now. So the first thing is when he was holding, I saw it. I'm staring like this, but I can see like in the my spirit's eye, I call it, as opposed to the mind, spirit. And I saw him holding himself as a little guy, not maybe, I don't know, like 12, something like that. And surrounding him, he wasn't on any ground. He's just, in this place of light and like blue and white swirling all around, like, and it's just like a space he was in. He's just holding him. And then, there's a verse that says, like God rejoices over us with singing. Like that's how he sees us as his children, and belonging to him. And then the song is like, come on, my soul, don't you get shy on me, lift up your. That song was playing around. It's you got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. And it's like my voice is gone, but yeah, it was pretty cool to as he's it's like there's so much of the Father to the Son, and then like to the man, to the boy, that's inside of us, and it's I just felt that spiritually while that was happening, and I saw also like just the way that we don't give ourselves the permission, to for the time, like Nick, you said first earlier in the call, is like the power of the words, and as you said it, I'm like some things pop in my brain. Well, I look like this. I'm staring at, but like I actually, but there's a lot of things going on in there, and so it's like I pictured like what's in between each word is space, and so how each word lands and the space in between is how effective they will be, and then what word it was, and then the other one was the space between the words, and then the time. Like it's I think Andy was talking about the beginning how he was like, like it's right there, like just like you, Nick, it's right there, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I tried to go into it, I can't, and then having the right, first of all, someone there is a big deal. To if you don't know what you're doing, especially, and then the time of actually, give that little boy more time to actually get there, and if he doesn't know how, ask. So that's a big deal. Yeah. Those are things I was just, picking up watching here.
Yeah, that was beautiful, and that's a great observation too. It's like you see the patience, and you see the kind of like the beat, right? There's a beat to it, and
Yeah.
it's a feeling,
Yeah.
and the beat of the feeling is knowing when to kind of prod and push a little to get that emotion to go. Like with Nick last night, the same thing. I was asking Nick certain things because I was like, okay, there's something deeper here. There's something going on. He hasn't done emotion work in a while, and I forgot, and I apologize because I forgot to ask for permission if you wanted to go there last night. But I was like, I knew you needed it. So I just like kept drilling into it, and your stupid bullet fired a little bit there, and logic mind was like, and I was like, okay, and I'm like, what? I mean, it was minuscule. It was a minuscule. I'm not saying big. I'm just saying it was enough, but it was pushing back against allowing you to feel the feeling that you were detached from, and the wall that you created when you were that age was so massive and so big, and it was almost like you put that wall behind you. It was like you're standing in front of it, and it was behind you, and you couldn't see it,
Right.
but you could feel it. But you were so detached from it because it was from behind, as you said to Annie, like make it a backpack and put it into a front pack. And the same thing is like, you had it behind you and you couldn't see it, but you could feel it. But there was a detachment to it. And then once we kind of pulled it over your head and pulled it in front, it would just smack you like a freight train, and the emotion came beautifully out.
Yeah, it was once I dropped in there and it could actually connect again, then I'm like, I knew exactly it was going to come out. I didn't know how deep I needed to go, but I went there and got to that place of finding little Nick. So
Yeah, it was amazing.
Awesome, man.
yeah,
Yeah. Woo woo! Winning, chicken
Woo!
motherfucking dinner.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, man.
yeah.
Nathan, when's the last time you did some emotion work on your own, or
Was that yesterday? Yesterday or Wednesday?
recent? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah. It's been it's almost like going to the gym every morning the last 2 weeks.
What was
It's
coming
been
up?
it's been a cool routine. Several things in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I found a routine of, there's a lot of spiritual aspect to this as well, and that attaches to the things that are unresolved in us. And the first thing I find myself doing is just coming in, and there's several verses that I just declare, immediately in the morning, and start praying and asking, let's talk about a major one is I really hadn't given, I guess, this full surrender to Jesus is of his lead in my life. I had a huge realization that every business I've ever built, every talent I've ever executed that I've been given, and all the things I've controlled and tried to just make a success out of me, which, it feels good. Everyone likes to do that. It was for my own gain in a lot of the way, and being really, truly honest about that. And then I just had this full, like I surrendered. I looked at, especially a couple of failures, in my talents or my business, and just said, it just came out of me. I was like, I suck. I suck on my own. And it's it's because of you see how much you can put into something, and then I'm like, what's the real purpose? If
Wow.
Lord, I said, Lord, if you're king and you're the one this is all about, you're the way, the truth, and the life, and you're the I'm either doing this for you and your kingdom or I'm not. And that's basically for my experience, it was a huge surrender to just where like I'm talking like flat on the floor, like it's just it's all the things emotionally that happen with our bodies, and it was a healing place. And so that was a major one, Monday or Tuesday.
Wow, bravo.
And then the other one was Wednesday. I come to a point where I'm speaking to some parents about their athletes, of course, and whatnot, and I know it's going to, it's been growing and continuing. And then there's a part of me and my younger athlete, my boy, that I attached so much identity to being a professional soccer player. Like where I was a boy, I dreamed playing in England. I was wearing the black and white striped jersey. I was playing in England and I was a boy when I dreamed this, and I really attached, with everything going on in my house and at home, a lot of those things it shifted into an identity of like, I got to be this professional soccer player in order to be worth it. And I had to be, then I'll finally be enough when I get there. And I never did. So I went really, like, it came out like a heavy cry, like, and then because I broke one spot of it in the crying and letting it out, it shifted into other areas of home, and then how I felt ripped off and being given the emotional freedom, space, and confidence from a safe base of home. And no one had any idea how to do that in my house. No one. And their families before them never taught them any idea of that whatsoever. So that was huge. And just, I'm really feeling as I get to the truth and honesty in different areas and I ask, I'm literally now the breaking point to be like, hey, every business I've built, everything I try, every soccer performance, I've been given all these talents, but I said, Jesus, I want you to lead them. I give you my wife. I give you my daughter. I give you my fathering. I give you everything. And say, if I don't follow how you want to go, it's just going to end up being for what at the end? And this is my truth and my experience is like, like if I'm spending eternity with you and you are the king,
but also he wants you to see it, and he wants you to allow, and he wants you to let go, and he wants you to be, and he wants you to see, and he wants you to live and get out of being stuck in the wound, in the hurt, and the pain from the past. And he's trying to show you there's this pain that lives in you, but he's there. He can hear you, but you got to be the one to push through, like Jesus did, right? Jesus spent that 40 nights and 40 days in the desert, right? And the rock, if your God is such a great God, turn this rock into bread. Right? That's the manipulation of the ego. That is what is happening to Nick, to Annie, to you, to me, is that precise analogy of Jesus spending 40 days and 40 nights until he got to a place of absolute pure surrender. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Absolute pure surrender to God. Right?
Yeah.
And that's whoa.
I can feel it, man. That's what we're that relationship, that place in the relationship is where we're meant to be, and then all the fulfillment of everything else comes into play here. It's a clarity, clarity under pressure.
Yeah.
As I look over
Right?
right there on the bottom of the screen, I'm like, yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
For your
Oh
situation.
wow.
Yeah. It's cool. It's amazing. It's just watching Andy or like as we talk with Nick or any of you guys, any of us. It's as even Andy was going through it, he's like, I'm like, man, look at that intention, that truth going into the actual like what courage, not courage, wrong word, love, way to love yourself, as you were called to as well. Like it's to the truth and then embracing the child, like that's exactly the design of the
Yeah.
way God made things.
So how are you supposed to love your neighbor as yourself if you don't love yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Right?
lot of sometimes, if in the current state of things, it'd be like you're attacking yourself. You're going to attack your neighbor, and then the funny thing is, we probably wouldn't, but we're still attacking ourselves in how we feel about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Powerful, man. Powerful.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
How about you, Wally? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just riding the wave of money coming in, man, right now. Did over
Yeah.
10K bookings this month, thankfully.
Yeah.
Well, like needed after the 5 months of the pain and the living in the wish fulfilled and doing the emotional work to get past those months were heavy, and now it's kind of like a release. It's kind of like a calm after the storm that I have a space to breathe. And then what's happening now is I'm putting some intention and thought and getting clarity into how to now drive Renewing the Man on social media. Nick and I are discussing that a little bit and seeing what we need to do in order to build it more and to grow it more and to really bring people in. And it's not impossible, but I'm seeing that I'm missing some steps. And Nick also, I think he realizes there's some steps as well. And it's coming from the fact that, he needed to do that emotion work. I've been doing emotion work. So it's just like getting to that place of now surrendering and getting past let's say, the waiting or the self sabotage, and now putting real intention, even though it feels hard, is to get up and sit in front of the screen and start thinking and moving and making the pieces go. So it's just building that confidence. And today I did something that I would never normally do. Is there's a jazz band that comes always in front of my building every weekend. So he put a sign up: rap or karaoke. I
Wow.
started like I started going into it like, you know, I'm all
Oh
that
yeah.
mental. It was like I thought I was there, but I wasn't. So I left again and again and tried planting myself a new thought: body pains and mental strains, lost in memory and lost in the past. Today is new and tomorrow's the day, and I got something to say. Whether it be writing or art, I express, I express. And they got the beat and that, so I started singing that, and then I just free floated.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, and I never
So
did
that's
that.
it.
It's just singing on the street with a band.
It was good, eh? It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
just like, you know what,
yeah.
like, okay, fear the being in camera, fear. I'm like, no, like, just fucking let go and be and have fun with it, and don't care about people judging you. People are
Yeah.
looking at people start taking pictures, like, or video, because they're like, oh wow, this is cool.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
So I stepped
Yeah.
out of my comfort zone today in a big way.
Yeah.
You know,
Amazing.
it was
That's one
wild.
thing
Like,
about being
Stepped out of the fear and
yeah.
into
yep,
truth of who you are.
yeah,
Amazing creative man that is able to freestyle and flow.
yep,
It's awesome, man.
yeah. I was like, and then I was like saying something like, oh, I see the man in the mirror. He's looking back at me, but I don't recognize him, but he recognizes me.
Yeah.
And he's calling to me to recognize him, to remember him, and I was like, is this stuff, whatever
Yeah.
was coming up.
Yeah. Wow.
And the guys were like, wow. And the drummer, I saw the drummer, he looked at me like I connected with him on
Cool.
something. I hit something. I hit a nerve in him.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
though,
so I'm
yeah.
just like now is just focused energy, and I've been doing a lot of emotion work. Around being. It's very similar to what Nick had last night. I did that like 2-3 weeks ago around feeling incapable. Like the same thing. Like everybody around me is successful, making millions of dollars and hundred thousands of dollars, and I'm here, 52 years old, and it's like never been in that financial wheelhouse, but I know it's possible. It's right there, and what's stopping me from getting there, and it's me, because of certain beliefs or certain old wounds that are there, and going through this process of and that's why I did what I did, is to step out, to say, no way, Jose, I'm done with this. We
Yeah.
gotta move. You want that life, you got to act, you got to take action, you got to make it move forward. You can't wait anymore. So step on the gas and let's fucking go.
Yeah, man. I believe you'll get there.
Yeah. So I'm celebrating. Woo, woo, woo. When I win a chicken motherfucking dinner. Woo. Rocking and rolling, guys. Awesome.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, man. No, that was Nick. That was amazing last night.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. That was wow.
Don't need it. There's
Yeah.
one more thing you need to shift, and then it'll unlock so much more.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll get there.
Oh yeah. No, I have no
Yeah.
but I will.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta go deal with this freaking lock. It's driving me like up the wall. I bought a lock, but somebody bought it before. I guess they broke it, and now I got to bring that one back and exchange it.
Hey,
No.
well done for the way you handle those people. When you do that, like I got a little bit like, hey, that's not cool. Like you do that to my
They were
friend.
nasty. Like you see me, I'm not talking to them. I have a video of me talking to them, and I'm like, "You broke the lock. You have to pay for it." And they're like, "No." And then when they left, they're like, "Fuck off." I said,
it's
"Excuse
just
me." You can't. I said, "You can't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. That's disgusting. I didn't talk to you like that. You broke something of mine. You're supposed to stay here, and now you're not going to pay for it. And you're just going to walk off and tell me to fuck off." I said, "You should be ashamed of yourself at this age to be talking to people like that. Steady, calm, and just resilient."
Wow,
well done.
huge
Yeah.
man. You would have
Yeah. Old me would have been fucking war.
Oh yeah.
War.
Yeah.
I would have
What if-
ripped into them like.
I'm gonna rip your arms off. I'm gonna beat you with your arms. Like,
Yep.
Uh,
Nick knows my evil bullet.
dude, that's amazing. Wow.
I was
Yeah, that's
like,
sweet, man.
and like a lot of the situations now, like I'm just very like just, and because you know what, like I had this experience, I think it was like 3-4 months ago, where like you feel pain, you feel hurt, there's a trigger, and then I saw the trigger, I looked at the trigger, and instead of allowing the trigger to pull me in, I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, here you are again." Yeah, you're trying to pull me into the fucking loop again. I'm not going back into the loop, baby. Ain't gonna happen.
Awesome.
And everybody's like, "How can you stay so calm? Like you have all this shit going on around you, but I'm just level."
It's a choice.
And
React, right?
yeah, it's a choice. Yeah. And and like the same thing here. I had the video, and I told like, "Look," they're like, "Oh, we didn't break it." I'm like, "I have you on camera." And I explained. Then she walks in while I'm talking to her. I have the video. You can see in the video, she just walks away from me as I'm talking to her. I'm just sitting there like, wow.
You can tell you've dealt with the pain points that would make a reaction even bigger than the situation really actually is.
Yeah.
You can see. I get it. Yeah, where it's no longer like kaboom because now something's touched another bomb. It's actually this is actually all it really actually is.
Yeah.
You're being a little over here. Whatever reason you have to tell me
Mhm.
to F off about what you did. You know, like,
Yeah, right. No, like, and you can see that,
okay.
and you can see that in their face, and especially in the woman's face and her eyes, that there's this evil there, like the evil insecurity that and I could see it in her eyes, like she's a narcissist, like you can tell, like these beady little evil eyes, just mean eyes, that she's just carrying all this pain.
Yeah, a lot of
So
pain.
instead of reacting to her pain, projecting onto me, I'm just like, I'm sorry you broke my lock, but can you pay for it? No, we're not gonna. No way. Fuck off. I'm like, excuse me. You can't. I said you can't speak to me like that. I'm not speaking to you that way. I'm not cursing at you. I'm being very polite with you, and you can't speak to people like this. And then when they were walking out with their bags, they were like, "Oh, just we're gonna walk out, and he can fuck off." And I was like, these people like in their 70s, 80s, or in their 70s, 80s, like from Vancouver.
What?
Yes, they're Irish living in Vancouver.
Huh.
And I was like, wow, okay. And then the woman, she walked away, and I heard her say, fuck off. And her hat fell, and I picked up the hat, and I said, excuse me? And I'm holding her hat in my hand, and I was like, and I just came, and she's like, give me my hat. I'm like, I just gave it a little chuck. I didn't throw it at her, just kind of so she can catch it. And then she's like, meh. I'm like, it's like, wow, okay. And I felt bad for the woman that had to deal with them as well, because she had to move them because the apartment lost electricity, and then they got the electricity back on. And then she was on her bike earlier after she dropped those people off with me. She was on her bike, but because of there's a festival in the city, the roads were blocked, and she was riding her bike down the wrong way, and she got a ticket from a cop for riding her bike down the wrong way. And she said she lost it, and then she started crying. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, today's a weird day, energetically. Yeah. So, hallelujah.
Man,
Awesome. Great work, Nick. Guys, great call. That was beautiful. What an awesome call.
I had dirt on my hat this whole time and this kind of hair underneath. Gee.
We can join you.
I woke up like this. All right, guys.
Awesome, guys.
Good
All
to
right,
see
love
you.
you all. All right, yeah,
Love you
you
guys.
too. Enjoy.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.